Sometimes with the questions you get about the faith, we can find common ground with non-Catholics. For example, what are angels? Angels are purely spiritual beings created by God. Strictly speaking, the word angel, from the Greek for messenger, refers to their office, not their nature. In other words, the good spirits who interact with human beings are called angels, whereas those who operate strictly in heaven are more precisely called spirits. However, it is traditional and acceptable to call all of them angels. Whereas God continues to create new human beings, He created all the angels at the beginning of the world. Just as we don't know how many human beings God will create, we also don't know how many angels He created. According to the prophet Daniel, thousands upon thousands were ministering to him, and myriads upon myriads stood before him. 7:10. Angels are not eternal in the way that God is, that is, existing before and outside of time. Rather, they are eternal in the same way human souls are. Once created, they exist forever. Because they do not have bodies, they do not experience the separation of body and soul, which we call death. Like human beings, angels are created in the image of God, which means they have intellect and free will. They are capable of thought and can choose courses of action. However, being purely spiritual, the exercise of their intellect and will differs in many ways from that of human beings. Because the angelic intellect is intuitive, not discursive, rational, angels do not reason step by step to a conclusion as human beings do. Instead, they have concepts in mind all at once. For example, when choosing a course of action, angels do not spend time considering different possibilities. They can see all the possibilities at once and immediately make their decision. Because their knowledge is not limited by physical senses, angels also have the ability to know anything that is happening throughout the material world. Should they have the need, angels can intellectually apprehend the temperature at the North Pole, the flow of lava under the Earth's crust, or the rate of speed of a distant galaxy hurtling through space. Of course, angels would have no reason to focus their intellect on all such things as they occur, but instead apply their intellect to those things that pertain to God's will for them. Furthermore, angels do not have emotions as human beings do, so their choices are not influenced by passions such as fear and anger. What they chose based on their intelligence and will. Nor do they have to deliberate about what God wants them to do, as humans do. When the Lord has a mission for them to accomplish, He enlightens them directly. They speak to Him by consulting Him about what ought to be done whenever they have to perform any new work, concerning which they desire enlightenment.